Shri Anil Desai.
Thank you, sir. I rise to support the Securities Laws Amendment Bill 2014 as it takes certain steps to ensure not only the support, but it does take into account the interest of the middle class, especially lower middle class, by which we can think of, or the country is known to have domestic savings. The definition of domestic savings in real parlance, if you happen to see, that it comes from for the middle class and low middle class of the country. To protect investor interest and ensure orderly development of security markets, it is necessary to enhance the powers of SEBI, the capital market regulator. The bill seeks to amend the Securities and Exchange Board of India 1992 Act with consequential changes in the Securities Contract Regulation Act 56 and Depositories Act 1996. Sir, collective investment schemes are a class of investment products regulated by SEBI. The bill considers the scope to include all poolings of funds of rupees 100 crore or above. Till now, they were not regulated by any law. This amendment is essential as it could catch Ponzi schemes and will also protect the interest of small investors, which contributes almost 45% to the GDP. The bill also empowers Chairman of SEBI to authorize search and seizure of documents relevant to an investigation. Bill provides SEBI with explicit power to order disgorgement of unfair gains. It also permits SEBI to attach bank accounts and property and arrest and detain a person for his failure to comply with disgorgement orders or pay any monetary penalty. The bill establishes special courts to try offences under the Act. Two provisions are enacted with a retrospective effect. One, SEBI is giving powers to settle non-criminal proceedings issuing consent orders. And the second one, it may sign agreements for exchange of information with foreign financial regulators. Sir, in our country, series of frauds are committed by cheat funds, cheating millions of poor people. The fund operators would continue with unfair gains because they will not come under the net since they are operating well below where the enactment has taken place, the legislation is taking place. They will keep their turnover smartly within 100 crores, but it will be a significant amount where millions of poor people may be cheated. There should be some regulation or some regulatory body to take care of this. Another thing I would like to mention is algorithmic trading by foreign institutions making huge money by using high-tech gadgets. These gadgets they use in the form of high-tech computers. They use with millisecond transactions which take at a very high speed. And huge money, huge profits are garnered, which doesn't come under the domain of the people or people at large are not aware of. This should be determined very seriously. This should be taken care and they should not go unchecked where this kind of ungainful things which happen in the markets. And especially these kind of transactions do take place when the market is very much volatile, especially during when the budget session is on. These were somehow, some newspapers had covered these stories, but nothing has happened as far as any action is concerned. And the last point which I would like to make is the effectiveness of any legislation would depend on how implementation of the same thing would be there. As far as this new law is concerned, the new bill, amended bill which would come into practice, the effectiveness as far as the powers which are given to the SEBI chairman, the SEBI which will operate as far as the attachment of property, then there are quite possible things that when the organization where honest workers, where honest employees bring this to light, any frauds which are taking place within the organization like whistleblowers. How would you protect the honest employees, the firm which would be taken to task, that will be coming under the scanner of SEBI, but what would happen to the families, what would happen to the employees and their families who have given their, because they are the breadwinners for the family. So that has to be taken into account. Another thing which I would like to mention is similar law is there, I mean, it is prevailing in the state of Maharashtra. So multiplicity of the laws and the conflict, conflicting things if they come, which would prevail, that is also, that also needs to be made clear. With this, I support the bill. Thank you.
Thank you.